All right, and then before we get to the final thing with Best Picture, Judy, we've been researching this a bit. Are there any? I found a few bets two bets that I think have some value. Did you find anything? Do you want me to go first?
You go first, yeah.
All right, I go first. I'm liking in the Best Foreign Film category. Keith, do you know this category?
I do.
I think there's a big outsider that has a chance, and it's Hors la Loi. Hors la Loi. It's a French film. Now the favorite is in this one is Beautiful. Beautiful, which is about even money. Hors la Loi is 35-1. Now, Oscar definitely loves foreign films about beauty, the beauty of life. You know what I mean? They love stuff like that. Any like misspelling of beautiful. So it's a legitimate favorite, I think. But I just think that 2011 is the year of the whore, and I like it as a shot. 35-1. Hors la Loi. It's a French film. In French, it's pronounced Ugh le Loi. Ugh le Loi. And I like that. 35-1. What do you think?
Beautiful is the odds-on favorite,
Right.
Although out of the awards recently, In a Better World
Right.
out of Denmark has a good shot, and Al Sundi from Canada, which is a very moving film. But those both have outside chances.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that it's the
year of the whore.
2011 is not 2000. Well, 2000. I mean, look, you have Selena Gomez, right? You had Kim Kardashian. You have Snooki, Lindsay Lohan. All of them complete whores, right? I think 2011, the social trend, it's the year of the whore, and I think that a film from France about whores at 35-1 is good value.
I think they're all beautiful.
Yes.
So with beautiful.
35-1 though, and then I think I'm also going to take a shot with best sound mixing. Inception. It's on the no. It's 5-1 plus 511. I think that the sound mixing in Inception was okay, but I don't think it was anything awesome. It didn't blow me away, and I think that it's quite possible that someone else from another nominee will get it. So I think there's a little bit of value there on the no best sound mixing with Inception plus 511.
What do you think?
Sound mixing and sound editing are categories people know very little about.
Right.
And I think what happens in these frequently is they reward the films that they guard well.
Right.
But probably aren't going to be, Best Picture or get any of the screenwriting awards. And actually, I think that's true for Inception. I think it's those lower categories are going to go to Inception.
All right, maybe not. Maybe I'll take back my bet. And then what do you have?
Something that I do know a tiny bit about now, bit, is editing. I was actually a bit shocked to see The Social Network as the favourite here. It's minus 300, and 127 hours is second. It's probably something got to do with it's split screen graphics in the beginning and things like that. I don't know. And The King's Speech then is third at plus 500. But I read as well, a rule of thumb is your best picture is your best edited picture. So if The King's Speech wins, then editing of The King's Speech could win. What do you think?
That's very often the case. I'd say 127 hours actually has a good chance here because the momentum of that film is dependent on the editing in a way that I think it is not as much with the other films.
Great.
I agree. I thought the editing in The King's Speech was bad, actually.
Did you?
I caught lots of mistakes, and it just wasn't impressive.
Right. Now, I just want to talk about a few little more things before we move to the main picture. It's the proposition bets. Are you familiar with proposition bets, Keith?
I'm not.
They're sort of like the fun bets. So here's an example for you. How many of the big three award winners, director, actor, and actress, will visibly cry when receiving their award? So none is at minus 150, one is at plus 130, two is at plus 600. So Peter, put these in fractional odds.
All right, so the favorite is that none of them will cry.
Yeah. What do you think, Keith?
And Natalie Portman's going to cry.
Yeah.
Plus, because she's pregnant, and I mean, Judy, right?
I cry and I'm not pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not pregnant.
Well, no, but you know how hormones can affect a woman,
Okay.
and I think that actually, come to think of it, one is a great bet.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Plus 300, yeah, I think so too. Okay, so now what will the TV rating for the 83rd Academy Awards ceremony be? And the Nielsen rating will be over 26.5 or under 26.5?
Grammys viewership picked up this year, and it seems like certain awards have been doing better. The Globes did all right. So I would say equal to or a little
or better.
over.
That might be
The fact that they've added these 10 films has really made a difference. It brings together a much larger public interest. I mean, there are people out there that are really crossing their fingers that Toy Story 3 wins, and that's a great thing. And it brings viewership in.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Over. That's
Over.
What I think. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I think. Definitely.
Awesome.
I'm convinced.
Okay, and my last one now, another ridiculous question. What will be the predominant colour of Natalie Portman's dress at the awards ceremony? So the favourite is black or white, then we've got blue, then cream or beige, then pink, and then red.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Black is slimming.
Yes.
Black is slimming.
Yes, pregnant people love the black. Okay.
And X out red, because I've seen Natalie Portman in red.
Me
and she
too.
looks
At an Oscars.
heinous.
What?
Heinous in red.
Natalie Portman
She
could
looks-
not look heinous.
But that's factored into the odds though, because it's the big underdog, right?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
actually.
okay,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, fair enough.